here again on a late night. Sorry I keep coming on so late. I know some of y'all gotta go to work and all that. But shit, I'm doing the best I can. Fuck. We here though. What's up? I'm having cereal for dinner. That's how I'm doing it tonight. Whoever don't like it, fuck it. Hold on to these, cuz. What's poppin'? We here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. From one side of the world to the other. I don't even know what that means. What's happening though? Cuda. Always love. Haney beat Regis in the Hall of Fame. I ain't gonna lie. I like Regis Prograis. But I think Haney got him, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with a little cereal. Honey bunches of oats and all that. Cereal my situation tonight. Don't know what I want to eat. She don't know what she want to eat. Fuck it. Grab me a bowl. I'm going to snag a box, pour up, and then we here. We on the live. Fuck. A lot of people don't like when I be eating on the live, but listen. Like I said, my day be long. Sometimes a nigga skip a few meals. I get home. I'm hungry. I got to go ahead and get to it. Yeah. Yeah, you know the vibe. We ain't gonna do the commercial and all that, but yeah, we ain't getting paid enough money for that. The almond milk, we got plenty of almond milk over here, cuz. You ain't saying nothing new? We got plenty of almond milk. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm fucking with the skim right now. Gotta stay away from the extra sugary cereal. You in camp for Jake Paul. Jake Paul ain't gonna fight me, man. They wanna fight karate dudes and shit. What's going on? What's popping? Baltimore, you know what it is. Baltimore, I know I fuck with Baltimore. Like I said, they little cuz. They down the street. Appreciate that. What's going on? Y'all trying to kill me. Jersey in the house. Yeah, you know what's going on. We warming up, y'all. I want everybody to get comfortable. Go ahead, get you a seat, get you something to eat. You feel me? RM, what's up? Jake Paul don't want no fucking trouble with me. I'm the real problem child. I fuck around, put Jake Paul in the hospital or something. Rearrange his brain a little bit. You hear me? Why you say slow down? Bro, I had breakfast. Right? Went to the gym. Getting it popping. You know, be sweating and shit. I had some water. Had an olive water. I had chips and a ginger ale, bro. I forgot to eat. What's going on with it? The heavyweight division is on some bullshit right now. I don't know what's going on, but they need to get it together. Anthony Joshua was getting ready to supposed to fight this weekend versus was it Dylan White? Ain't that like they 5th time fighting or some shit? But anyway, Dylan White had some issues. I don't know what's going on, but heavyweight divisional bullshit. Hector keep putting in petitions to push Lamont Roach fight date back. He getting fat off that tank money. Shaking my head. Hey, man, I don't even know. I don't know. Why you say slow down? Why everybody talking about slow down? I'm hungry, bro. I ain't eat all day. What's the vibes? What y'all think about that boo-boo Andrade and Jose Benevidez? Or David Benavidez, I'm sorry. I said Jose, that's the brother. David Benavidez. I think that's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a competitive fight. I really think that fight going to come down to the last 4 rounds. Yeah, I put Jake to sleep. What's poppin'? What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, what's poppin'? That's definitely a good fight. I think Boo Boo Andre experience will help him a lot. But I think the youth of Benevidez will help him a lot. The punch output, the size, I think is gonna play a major part. I need to see what that look like against a guy like Andre, because Andre has a high IQ. We getting the cereal going, you hear me? Andre has a high IQ. He's been in there with some of the best in the world. Not when we wanted to see him in there with some of the best in the world, but he's been in there with some great guys. You know what I mean? Olympian and all that. So he got shit to stand on. I want to see it. Do Boo Boo got more stamina than Plant? First 6 rounds, Plant was looking good. I think Boo Boo actually getting older and he's slowing down, honestly. But this is the kind of fight that'll make you train hard. This is the kind of fight that'll have you on your P's and Q's. So that's what I'm really interested in seeing, how he makes the adjustments. Cause it's not like he fading out. It's not like, I mean, he losing and he fading out. He hasn't lost, and he looked good starting off with what's my man name from Maryland? He looked good starting off with him, but he faded in the fight. I felt like he got bored and he slowed down. Demond Nicholson, and he was letting Demond Nicholson work back. But he know he can't fight Benavidez like that. You know what I mean? He know he can't sit in there with Benavidez like that and let Benavidez get off. So I think it'll be an interesting fight. My heart with Andre, but my mind says Benavidez. I ain't mad at that. I don't see Boo Boo winning. His inactivity will play a part, bro. He just fought a boxer like Plant. Do Boo Boo got enough? Oh, I read that one. Benavidez won't be able to find Boo Boo. That's an interesting statement. Frank Martin versus Keyshawn Davis. I think Keyshawn Davis edges Frank Martin right now. If they was to fight right now, I think he edges him. It's about 60-40, 65-35, somewhere around there. The edge goes to Benevidez. I mean, the edge goes to Keyshawn Davis. I'm sorry about that. We need Tank and Shakur. We definitely need that fight. If Boo Boo is 100, he wins versus anyone under 168. Does Haney beat Regis bad or Regis stop Devin? I think Haney beats Regis 8 rounds to 4. 9-3, something like that. I think he's just too fast. Too fast, too sharp, too alert. Regis can fight, but Regis, from what I saw that last fight, definitely fading, definitely looking older in there. And without a jab, I feel like he'll be clueless without a jab. So if they do fight, I hope he bring that jab with him. Now, if he bring the jab with him, it'll make it a lot more interesting. I ain't gonna lie. You think you could beat Jake for real? I'll smack the shit out of Jake Paul. And it won't be no stage type shit. AG, how ironic Floyd come out of nowhere and talk crazy about belts not meaning nothing. Like, come on, what happened to the glory of the sport? I mean, Floyd been saying that for a while, but at the same time, he coming out and doing it now because all the hype around Terrence Crawford. Floyd, one of them guys, he love attention and he love for all eyes to be on him. That's why he brag about what he make in what you call them, Jones, like exhibition bouts, but really nobody care about them Jones like that. The people watch them, but like nobody really care about that shit. But Floyd really, if he wanted to, he could get in there and compete. But I feel like he think in his mind, for real, I can't be in there fucking with a guy like Terrence Crawford. So his only way of really staying in the mix is talking about Terrence Crawford and the belts and shit like that, and how they don't mean anything. But come on, when you take the belts from a guy like Earl Spence, they mean something, bro. Terrence Crawford never got a belt handed to him. I think Floyd just loved, you know what I mean, being in the mix. And since he can't really fight, he can fight, but he doing a lot of exhibition shit. Like he said, it's free money. So since he like the free money and all that type shit, you know what I mean? I want to see Richard Torres and Big Baby Hackett, because Big Baby looked vulnerable against old Martin, bro. I honestly think Big Baby a hype job after the last performance. I wouldn't call him a hype job. It's just that the train he was on was just moving too fast. I'm saying it because you putting him in there with guys that's on his level, good opponents, but it's like you took a big jump with Charles Martin and kind of underestimated what he really is, and he showed you what he really is, and it was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But if you talking about Richard Torres, I think it's too small for Jaron Anderson. I ain't gonna lie. Richard Torres and Jaron Anderson would be a good fight, though. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be a good fight, but I just think he's too small. I think Jaron Anderson will only lose to the elite heavyweights, the big guys, the really big guys. And I mean, not because they big, but it's a different skill set. It's a different punching power up there. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with them guys. Hitchens versus Haney will be a great fight. So who you got winning out of Keyshawn and Frank if they fought later down the line? If it was later down the line, I don't know, because we'll have to measure it out based on what they look like later on down the line. But right now, I got Keyshawn edging. Now, me saying edging don't mean he'll beat the living shit out of Frank Martin, but I think he'll do exactly what he have to do and definitely do enough to get the win. That's what I think. I think Boo Boo loses to Munguia. Andrade is not near as good as everyone promotes, and he never fights anyone. Really, the truth is, Boo Boo Andrade is a bad motherfucker, and nobody really want to fight him. He got an ugly, sloppy style, awkward style, but it's been working for him for years. And the reason you don't see people fighting him because they're not in line. They don't want to get in line to fight a guy like him. He can make you look shitty. And Munguia, nah. Munguia is a puppy. You know them big ass like bull mastiff puppies. You know how they just be real big, and they might be the size of a full grown pit bull, but a full grown pit bull, I tear one of them the fuck up. It's like that. Regis need to work on footwork. Regis just gotta get back in the groove. Off topic, but I think Truck can beat Jamal Charlo at 160 right now. I don't know. That's a different level. I ain't gonna lie. I like Truck, but that's a different level. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a different level of boxing. That's a different level of firepower. You know what I'm saying? What people have to understand, watching the prospects, you seeing the prospects in there with stepping stones. When you fight a guy like Jamal Charlo, you gotta bring everything. And see, the thing is with the grooming stages, you don't know what you have and you still trying your weapons out. So it'd be kind of dangerous for a guy like him to step in there with a Jamal Charlo right now. Jamal Charlo right now do him dirty. I like Truck. He a good kid. You could tell he naturally a good kid. You know what I mean? I've been around him a few times. Good dude, but I don't think that's the fight right now. How would you see B-Hop versus Sergio Martinez? I think B-Hop was too sharp and too smart for Sergio. He would have had Sergio falling all over the place. Plus, Sergio's legs wasn't the best. What you think about Floyd saying by this age, 33 years old, Spence should be at 160 or 68? I don't know. 60-68 is a different ball game. It's a different ball game. 54, I can see him at, but 60-68, different ball game. I think Earl would do good at any division, but 60-68 is definitely a different ball game. I seen Janabek in Las Vegas in the hotel during the bubble, and I swear he was a light heavyweight. I swear he was a light heavyweight. Boy weighed in at 160 on the dot. I said, there's no way. There's no fucking way. Regis is going to have to walk Haney into a powerful left hand on a little angle, or Devin wins by decision. So you say Regis got to clip him, or Devin getting him out. I think Dev Power going to carry up, and he could potentially stop Regis by punch accumulation. I like that breakdown. Why is the moving style so tough? T.O., Regis, Boots, and others have been showing trouble with movers. I think what it is that it's not so much that it's trouble, it's just being impatient. I think if you're being impatient and you trying your best to clean a guy up instead of just setting them up, I think it looks like it's giving you a hard time. So I think it really has to do with patience. But that's what the moving style is supposed to do. It's not supposed to be easy for you if you think about it. Hit and not get hit. So I ain't trying to get hit, so I gotta be moving my motherfucking head, moving my motherfucking feet. You think Tank goes to 147? I feel like he too short for 147. Tank short, but he not as short as you think. He is short though, but you gotta understand, ladies and gentlemen, like we talked about last night, for the amounts of money that these guys are fighting for, anything is possible. Anything. Richard against Big Baby, biggest upset of the year at GH. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but I don't know. Floyd measures his importance by his money. True. Torres, all right, you love you, young lady. Torres and Baby got the same coach. No, they don't. Facts. Torres jungle as hell. What that mean, jungle? They not gonna fight right now because they got the same coaches for Baby and Torres. I don't know about in the future. Big Baby needs to keep his defense together. Martin got paid to not hurt Big Baby, in my opinion. That's how I felt when I watched that fight. Andy Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder. What you think is gonna look like? Andy not no slouch. Andy not a slouch, but it's like that right hand coming from the 6'7" stance, banging you on top of your head. Big Bang Zhang versus Big Baby. That'd be a rumble. That'd be a rumble. No problem. Fernando Martin was paid to carry him. He said so at the end of the fight to Big Baby. He said that? I ain't hear that. Andy is looking good these days. No, Andy, I'm pretty sure Andy ready to get back to this money. He had enough fun. Boo-Boo unconventional and fast and strong. Torres should be a cruiserweight. Big Baby and Torres are top-ranked fights in 3 years. Maybe Martin wasn't focused. He wasn't. I ain't gonna say how I know, but yeah, that's why I be saying you gotta leave them white girls alone. Who has the better resume, Devin or Tank? I think Devin do. With the wins over, the reason I'm saying that, the wins over Jorge Linares, you got to win over Jorge Linares and Lomachenko. That's major. That's major. I ain't gonna lie. That's major. What you think about Pitbull last fight? I think Pitbull last fight was he was just really being impatient. He was trying to get his timing back. You know what I mean? He was just looking for the knockout, being greedy. Kent Cruz, I gotta see him. I gotta check him out. Yo, PG, I don't know if nobody asked this already, but what you think about Floyd saying Spence should be at 60-68? I mean, that's his opinion. And maybe he felt that type of strength from him, but I don't think he should be at 60-68. I don't know. Andrade is a problem. PBC is trying to age him out and throw him to the wolves. I think Andrade, listen, like I said, certain fights, they wake you up, man. Jamal is mental, but he's mean for sure. Why is folks sleeping on Charlo? I don't know. Coach G, 154 pounds, finally about to jump again. Yeah, 54 is definitely, like I call it, the war at 54 is about to go down. Skill-wise, what separates the Charlos from each other? I think Jamal Charlo is the more patient fighter, and he tried to be more sharper. And I think Jamel Charlo is the more reckless fighter. He just trying to get you the fuck out of there. He don't like being around for too long. Sergio Legs, one of the best. That was his best assets. Sergio, you say that, but then how he looked against who was that in New York that night? His legs like died, like right in front of me. Like while I was watching him, I think it was Cotto. His legs died. Like that was crazy. You agree with Floyd saying Haney should have gave Shakur a more fair offer. Coming from the guy who told what's my man name? Coming from the guy who told what's my man name? Where you from? Argentina? What's my man name, cuz? He told my man he couldn't wear his gloves. So we talking about fair? Like, I don't know, bro. Mandana. He told Mandana he couldn't wear his gloves. Mandana got custom gloves made for that fight. He told him he couldn't wear them. Is that fair? Dev gonna smoke Regis Prograis, I believe. Who would you have with Ward versus Tony? I got Tony. That was been a great fight. You can't underestimate Andre Ward. He was more of a student, and he definitely took care of his body. And then James Toney, you don't know who you're gonna get that night. James Toney, a great fighter. He's my favorite fighter all the time. One of them for sure, but I ain't gonna lie, Andre Ward, bad motherfucker. Tank Amada and Roberto Duran in the way he could make 47. He could. How you feel about Jamel Charlo at 168? I honestly think Jamel Charlo is gonna feel great at 168. AG, I appreciate you knowing boxing unlike most people like myself. Much respect. I appreciate that, Jump. Tank arms too damn short for 147. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Watching Tank up close, watching him operate, that's what make him great too. If his arms was longer, he wouldn't be able to get off how he get off. Think about it. Giovanni Smoke Cruz. I wouldn't say smoke. I watched Floyd talking about himself for 18 minutes, and the title was Floyd Mayweather reacts to Earl versus Bud. I really did just watch that like a couple hours ago. That did kind of burn me out because I was waiting for them to really get into it. And even when they started getting into it, he started talking about himself, and then he ended it talking about himself. That was like, GHB TV back at it. Love the consistency and the content. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate y'all. I love the fact that y'all able to tap in with me. I love the fact that y'all willing to tap in with me. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that y'all comment. I love the fact that we really sitting here talking about the game, and we ain't talking about who these guys are dating and shit like that, because that shit is corny. I think you're going to make it to TV one day, even if it's some small time role. Your boxing talk be on point. I appreciate that. I'm going to keep it real. I really enjoy this YouTube shit. I think this shit is cool. I'm not saying this is where it ends for me, but if I never fuck with the networks and shit, I'm cool with that because you know what I mean? I like this shit. This shit is all right. This shit gives me like a peace of mind, gives me something to do, give me something to focus on outside of the gym and the fighters. It eases my mind, you know what I mean? So I'm having a good time, ladies and gentlemen. If you got a shot glass near you, pour something up, throw it back for me, please. You know what I mean? Does Morrell stand a chance against Benevidez? I think he stands a chance, but I think his inexperience will cause him trouble. To be honest, I think Morrell need to keep experiencing certain things because he ain't really getting there with nobody real crazy just yet. So we can't be too, you know what I mean? Tank versus Hitchens. Sparring opened my eyes to how Tank's timing is scary. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Devin got that paperwork. Great mind you have, Jay. I appreciate that. Floyd do got a point that every belt in Undisputed isn't the same. The way you get the belts hits different. Terrence Crawford being Undisputed hits way more than Devin Undisputed. I give it to you on that. What's up with Jesse Hart? Is he still fighting? Yeah, Jesse fighting Saturday. MGM. Cruz got a gift. Dude got robbed. He's supposed to lose. He's supposed to lose to Lomo. What you mean? Who wins, Coach G? Shakur versus Tank. I did a video a while back talking about Shakur, Tank, and Devin Haney all in the same video. Those 3 fights, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That's 50-50, man. I ain't gonna lie. Them Jones is 50-50. It's tough to tell because it's gonna be just like Spence and Bud. It's gonna come down to who really on they shit. That's what it's really gonna come down to. Prograis not sweet. The world looked at his worst performance and think that that's who he is. I got Devin winning, but it will be close, maybe even a split decision. I can agree to that. He not sweet. I never called him sweet, but I think he's slowing down for sure. I think the gas tank is like, I think he had like one third of a tank right now. People do hate Devin for some reason. Even I want to see him get chin. Nah, I just want to see great fights. If that's what happens, it happens. Gold Rush, what's up? If 220-pound heavyweights can knock out world-class 260-pound heavyweights, weight classes can't matter that much. Nah, they do matter that much. Trust me, they do. Heavyweight is just all-around big guy. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 200 people in here this evening. At this very moment, we have 58 likes. I would definitely appreciate it if y'all go ahead and pump that like button. What's poppin'? Jared T here. Do you think Lubin can beat Earl at 154? I don't see him really beating him. I see it being a great fight, though. I see that actually being a war. Giovanni was so jabful. Appreciate you. Do you think that layoff for Boo Boo will hurt him? I think it'll play a part for sure. Do you think Erickson Lubin is done? I don't think he's done. I think he just got to correct a few errors. In that last fight, I felt like he got touched a little bit too much, but he ended up getting the job done. Boo Boo's a winner. Thurman, Porter, Jacobs, all no Andrade is a problem. Benevidez should fight Morrell. But I think they trying to let Morrell build himself. You watch young boy Ashton Sill on the J. Paul card. He only 19, looks sharp versus a vet that's been in with the likes of T.O. Stopped him with the body shot 135. Got some young killers. Yeah, I like young boy. He all right. I gotta, you know what I mean, all the way break him down. He got a funny little style, I give him that, but he definitely a hard worker. He definitely stay in the gym. Fair isn't always right. I got Ryan beating Pitbull. Gloves ain't had no padding. Maybe they didn't. Canelo versus Andre Ward at 68. Canelo, it'll look like Bivol. How is gloves that you can feel your knuckles in the same as a contract negotiation? I'm just saying, if they okayed the gloves in so many fights, and then we get to this fight against Mayweather, he showed his muscle. That's all I'm saying. So Devin Haney, as the undisputed champion at 135 pounds, showed his muscle. Now, is it right? I don't know. But me being the guy that I am, and these guys being the guys that they are, and they fighting for the kind of money they fighting for, I don't give a fuck if you don't put gloves on or not. We gonna rumble. You feel me? Did you see Knuckles the fat in the water? I don't get what you're saying. I think Tony was better, but War IQ is better. I gotta catch the Jones up. They say hit the like. Gee, let's be real. You think Mel beats Canelo, and if Andre and David really fight, if Andre wins, should Mel stay to fight Boo Boo? I mean, it's a possibility. I wouldn't scratch that for sure. California in the fucking house, Justin Davis, I appreciate that. Did you see any of Derrick James fight Earl? Fight a lot like he did. Yeah, Derrick James was just trying to well on dudes. He was just trying to get off, get you out of here. Celebrity guest host, Jay. Who that? We be up waiting for you live, bro. I appreciate that, facts. I slightly
Favorite Benevidez. G, I respect your boxing mind 1,000%. But do you think Floyd may have a point? These fighters nowadays are coming down in weight a lot further than in the past. Maybe Earl was a welterweight too long. Yeah, that's so. If we giving Earl space, we got to give Haney space. When Haney is saying, "I'm going to 140," I felt the same way about Haney because Haney been 35 since day one. Earl been 47 since day one. So yeah, I think he should have been with the 54, but they be on this title chase. Cause when you hold on to the titles, you get to call some shots. You feel me? No drink, but burning one for you, G. Appreciate that. Stay on YouTube, but go bigger. Set up in a real podcast and get guests. You'll be big. For sure. We're going to make something happen. I appreciate that. I like that idea. Floyd can't stand to be left out. Conversation can't stand that. Bud is the conversation right now. That's how I was feeling when I was listening to it. I could be wrong. Do you think Tank power goes up to 47? I think Tank just one of them dudes who got a natural punch. He's naturally strong. I think he can hurt anybody if he touch you. The best resume in boxing going to be Charlo. Watch. I ain't mad at that. 54 been busting. Charlo, Castano, Hurd, J-Rock, Lubin, Harrison, Zoo, Fundora. Them boys all fought each other, so they have some losses, but the division be cracking. I can agree. Can't make an excuse. It's their choice to fight at whatever weight they want. Earl should have moved up a while ago, though. GH, what you think about the people who say Derrick James is overrated trainer? Those are the same people who were saying that Derrick James was best trainer in the world. So I think it's just people just in their feelings. I think what it is, a lot of people lost a lot of money betting on Earl Spence, and they pissed. I saw Haney in person. He big for 135. I think he should go to 140. How about Boots and Crawford, Greg? After what Bud looked like against Earl, bro, that was a masterpiece. Best I ever seen Bud fight. I think him and Boots would be an old school shootout. Old school chess match shootout. Imagine two cowboys with real good aim. That's what it'll look like. Best resume in boxing will be Devin Haney. Yes, Floyd jealous as fuck because of the glory Terrence Bud Crawford is getting. After Canelo, Danny Garcia got best resume. Greg Hackett, how much does your gym cost for training? It depends on who you train with. I charge like $2,000 a month. Floyd going to say hell of a fighter and talk about himself. Yeah, he crazy. Haney definitely deserves space for going to 140. Health is important in a physical-ass fight that made Bud even stronger, and I'm a Bud fan. Rolly versus Cruz, that'll be a bang-out. Who you think Ryan gonna fight next? I think Ryan gonna fight Rolly next. Shootout for sure. I think Boost needs one more for that fight to be what it needs to be. Floyd a much faster cowboy. I heard Derrick James tell EJ to move his head and slip the jab. It was like EJ wasn't even hearing him. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. For those who don't really understand, and fighters do make it look easy sometimes, but I have been in a fight before, right? And got hit in my ear and went deaf for like 30 seconds. I have been in a fight before and didn't even remember fighting. I was in the locker room. I just remember being in the locker room, and no, I didn't get knocked out. I never been knocked out. But I'm in the locker room, and I'm like, I started to shadow box. My man, like, what you doing? I'm like, warming up. He like, bro, you literally just got done getting busy. I'm like, for real? So what I'm trying to tell y'all is, a lot of times when it look like a guy not listening, he really not listening because he really somewhere else. When your body reaches a great temperature and your heart is racing, you will hallucinate and you will go other places. So sometimes shit don't slow down till after the fight or like when you get in the corner and shit. Sometimes shit will slow down, but a lot of times y'all gotta, it's not an excuse. Sometimes shit be crazy in there. It do. Derrick James just need help. He had 3 big fights back to back. Cut the man some slack. I can agree with that. If Spence stayed at the division too long, that's he and PBC fault. Remember that. I'm gonna take care of my people, of the people on the side of the street, on this side of the street. Should have fought Bud when he first moved up. Could be a point. How Cool Boy holding up? Cool Boy, from what I understand, from talking to him a little bit, he in great spirits. Rolly versus Adrian Broner would be like the greatest trash talking press conference in boxing history. AB did call him out after his last win. We all know YouTube isn't the pinnacle for G. Too intelligent and relatable. Bro going big sooner than later. I appreciate that. After rewatching Devin and Lomo, I had Devin edging Lomo. I don't know why he gets so much hate. I don't know neither, but young boy putting in the work. Is that the best fight at 147, bro? Crawford and Boots? I think right now it is, but I don't think Crawford gonna stay. Jaron will have a hard time with the distance against Shakur, and I could see him overcommitting a lot. I think their fight will be a level above the Valdez fight. I like that. Right, that's how I felt. Then the instructions that Bomac was given was on point. I believe he's much better trainer than James. I'm screaming, you got whooped that time, G. No, I ain't get whooped. I ain't never. Last time I had my ass whooped, I think I went swimming without telling my mom. She whooped my ass. I think it's the last time my ass whooped. Coming in late, I missed it. Charlo beats Canelo though. AG, how are boxers able to cut so much weight in a short period of time? I mean, the diet. You got to diet and you got to run. When you're working out hard, your body, your metabolism speed up and your body burning that fat. I mean, and you got to push yourself. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to starve yourself, but you do have to push yourself. And you can't really just eat how you want. Like, you can't be going to nut-ass restaurants and just, you really do got to cook your food, bake, and, you know what I mean, bake your chicken and fish, shit like that, vegetables and all that shit. You really just got to eat right. Put a lot of running in. It's really the running, the cardio, all that type shit. Yo, is there anyone at welterweight that can give Boots a good fight, not named Crawford or Spence? I said it before, I'm going to say it again. I think it's going to be a kid named Trayvon Marshall who's going to be a really good fight for Boots. Really good fight. Whatever happened to that boy you put hands on in front of the gym? What boy you talking about? Man, that wasn't me. That wasn't me, cuz. You got EKFC. Man, Scooter needs to fight Ray Vargas at 126. That'll be a great one. Take that WBC. Keep making moves. Yeah. Boots and Thurman. Boots and Thurman's a good one. What's a safe app to buy tickets for the Charlo fight? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Trayvon Marshall. I like young boy. Someone's analysis stated that Rolly and Earl have a bit of the same style, get hit the same. The video definitely illustrated it. I mean, you could say that about a lot of guys. I don't know. It wasn't me, fam. No, it wasn't me. I don't know nobody talking about. Who you favor, Charlo or Canelo? I honestly think it's a 50-50 fight because I feel like Canelo is slowing down. I feel like Charlo, he been itching for this fight. He wanted this fight for a long time. I think he's going to definitely be ready. But not only that, I think he's going to feel great being at 168 pounds, not having to really shrink down. I think he'll be super strong. But I'm looking for him to make mistakes. If he make mistakes, Canelo will beat him. But if he stay behind his jab and keep his distance, I think he'll have a good time in there. Y'all know Bud. Y'all know Bud going to 154, so stop talking about him and Boots. It's not happening. I want to see Tank versus Inoue. That'll be sick. G, you touched that boy. I ain't never touched no boy. Y'all tripping. That's a pause. Yes, sir. Trayvon and the rest of the triple threat game. Watch out for them boys. DC. Yeah, Trayvon. I like Trayvon. Hey, yo, the fighter you got not fighting anymore. Yeah, he get ready to come back. We just had some shit going on. I mean, but small shit, contract situation. But he be right back. If Charlo knocks out Canelo, then Crawford will become Hold up. Then Crawford will become the GOAT. Huh? If Charlo knocks out Canelo, then Crawford. Oh, if he knocked both of them out, yeah, he'd be a bad motherfucker. Stop lying. We seen you tap that boy chin. Well, boy, I don't know what y'all talking about, man. I ain't fought nobody outside in a long time. Hey, G, did you hear Blair Cobb say he stayed beating up Philly fighters and he want boots? Blair got to do what he got to do, y'all. Y'all got to understand that, man. I ain't watched that interview, but he got to do what he got to do. Charlo will make a mistake. Canelo is patient, and Charlo gets touched. Hey, I like it. I say Canelo because after watching his fight versus B. Castano, 2, he left himself open too much, and Castano was catching him. I see Canelo connecting even more with more power, especially to the body. Could be true. AG, did you hear? Oh, I read that one. Canelo still facing boxing. I mean, your opinion. I don't know. No disrespect, coach, but that's how I got put on you for the viral vid. You putting sticks on that boy. Y'all gotta send me the video. I don't know what y'all talking about. No, why is a website saying my record 3? My record is 3-22-1. That's my record. But what the fuck you want me to do? I never had a promoter. I never had a manager. I learned the game on my own. I took fights on short notice. A lot of my fights I took a fight on 6 days notice. On 6 hours notice before down in DC and got a draw. I want to hit a motherfucker with a short shot. You gave that boy a viral clip. That wasn't me, man. Man, GU and YSM call the fights together. Y'all be lit. Call that Valdez and Never Rep fight this weekend. I definitely got it. I got you on that one. Dev gonna smoke Regis. Y'all gotta understand, bro. I never, you know what I mean? I just jumped in the game. When I turned pro, I had my son, and I needed some money, and I'm like, bro, I know how to fight. I'm like, at the end of the day, I know how to fight. I went out and fought. But this is my thing. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all, right? If my record is that, and it is that, where the fuck is the videos at? I need to see these fights. I want to see some of my old matches. Hey, G, they talking about that video when you put the old boy in dirt. I ain't put nobody in no dirt. What y'all talking about? I seen the video of you walking out the ring when the bell rang. Oh, no, that wasn't me, cousin. You talking about that fight with Effie and Jabba? That wasn't me, nigga. Gee, what you think about 52 blocks with the bare knuckle street defense? I know a little bit about the 52. I don't got all 52. I know about like 36 of them. Greg, I posted a video of you in the streets. That wasn't me, bro. We need the G. I think the bull just looked like me. I gotta see the video. Paul Crow, you ever worked with him? Yeah, I trained Paul Crow from when he was 7-0 to 9-0. Paul went, when he was 2-0 to 9-0. So when Paul came to me, he was 2-0. I got him to 9-0. So he went 7-0 with me with 5 knockouts. And then we went through a little skit-scat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's how that went. On the viral vid. I'm trying to get my shit back together. Yo, G, we need you versus Whack 100. Whack 100 don't want no trouble. You saw G on Hood Fights DVD. I got more money OG all day. Can I start my son off at 5 years old? When kids are that young, I always say, take them in the gym and just let them be around it. Don't try to like push them to box. Like just let them be around it. Like let them go watch it. If they want to put the gloves on, if the coach is in there, let them put the gloves on. Let them put the gloves on. If you want to hit the bag a little bit, let him hit the bag. You know what I mean? But 5 is like a baby. Like so, just let them. Let him like grow into it. Then when he get about like 9, if he's serious, he'll let you know. But I'm not gonna say don't take him. I'm gonna say take him, but don't try to like force him to box. Would you fight Mike Tyson in an exhibition? Yeah. Babe, you brush all the way down to the brows. You gotta make sure the brows right too. What the fuck you talking about? You gotta make sure that the brow. Gotta make sure the brow's good. They talking about. They talking. Keep thinking trainers can't fight is you're chilling in good hands. OG, they talking about this video. Why is some posted thinking trainers can't fight? I don't know, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. Who top dog in every weight class right now? I don't know. It's tough. Every time you grab that brush, I think about Guy Tori and Poetic Justice going brush. We can't see. The boy Chicago. If they from New York, make them go. Definitely taking over G. Whack. That shit gonna be worse than the L. Smith score. Real talk, boxing is dead. You ever spar Scooter? Yeah, me and Cool Boy sparred, I think twice. Once or twice. I thought Crawford. Yeah, one day he was talking shit. And he was like, bring your shit next time. Bring your shit. And I was like, all right. And I think he thought I was playing. And then I brought my mouthpiece and all that, my gear and shit. I was like, yo, I got my shit too. He's like, for real? All right, come on. I think he just wanted to box me though. Do people you know talk about your record when they bad? Not to my face. People don't. A lot of the people who act like they don't respect me, or I'm talking about the people in my city that know me, the people that act like they don't respect me or don't fuck with me or don't agree with me being who I am and you know the credit I do get is people who never got in the ring. Cause the truth be told, a lot of motherfuckers from Philly that's been in the ring, or the fighters that been in the ring, or the fighters that see me fight, or the fighters I've been in the ring with, they know what's up. Fuck you talking about? Me and Scooter did, I think, 6 that day. GH, how long does it take for a complete beginner to be ready for their first amateur fight? So honestly, that's a great question. How long does it take for a complete beginner to be ready for their first fight? To be honest, that has to do with the person. Some people are natural fighters. Some people just take to it. Some people have to really be taught and you have to really explain, you know, step by step what's going on. So I've heard of guys taking amateur fights in 2 years. I heard of guys taking fights 2 months. I threw a guy in the ring in 2 months. You know what I mean? I ain't, cause I'm like, bro, you too old, but you've been around. So street ball, of course, he know what it's like to fight. I definitely threw him in the ring. AG, you'll break down in the store of the Smiths Wild fight was fire. I watch you, Tim Brad breakdowns, 25-8. I just wanted to see, was that website accurate? Still got my respect. Yeah, it's definitely accurate, but it's not accurate. So it is accurate because that is my record, but it's not accurate because I've been done dirty a lot of times, bro. I ain't gonna lie. 2 times I got in the back, cried. I mean, but once my skin got tougher, I'm like, man, fuck it. It is what it is. You always in shape to spar. I guess sparring to me is like walking the dog. So I don't be in shape, but I be in shape. But I don't be in shape, but I be in shape. Or I can force my mind to believe I'm in shape. And I'll go in there and like beat you the fuck up a little bit. It just depends. I don't know if you could teach them power. So can we get an early prediction if it happens If it happens, who you got, Boo Boo or the Mexican Monster? So to me, that's a 50-50 fight. Boo Boo does have the experience. The Mexican Monster has the size, the speed, you know what I mean, the know-how. But Andre is very tricky, very awkward style. So I ain't gonna lie, to me, that is a 50-50 fight. I cannot lie. I ain't gonna lie. I saw Greg drop Dread Hurd at Showplace Arena, no cap. I did. Yo, people think I be lying about that. I really dropped Dread Hurd in the first round. And when the referee picked him up, I was like, the fuck just happened? He was just like, fight. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, let's get it in. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Who was your favorite fighter growing up? James Toney. Bad motherfucker. Have you seen any self-taught boxers show up to the gym with some decent foundation and skills? Self-taught, I don't know. Usually dudes like, I ain't gonna lie, usually dudes that come in the gym like that, they end up getting fucked up, so I don't really know. Did you ever spar Tyrone Brunson? Plenty of times. Yeah, I fought Jared Hurd. I fought Jared Hurd in 2013. Yeah, me and Tyrone Brunson got it in a bunch of times. We probably sparred like, me and Tyrone Brunson probably sparred like 6 times maybe 6. Fundora got smoked in a way I feel Boo Boo gonna do Benevidez. They talking about October 8th for that fight. And that's close. I see Pernell beating Crawford and maybe Leonard. He was just too slick. Yeah, that'll be Pernell, man, great fighter. James Toney, a front runner. I think you better watch your mouth. James Toney fought from 154, 60 pounds up to heavyweight. I think you better be cool. He's still corny in real life. Who you talking about? What's it like sparring Boots? I ain't gonna lie, all right, so I sparred Boots twice. I sparred Boots one time I was getting ready for this guy named Juan Rodriguez, right? And I was 160 pounds and I had to make 47. But this was like on a Tuesday. I never forget. And the fight was on Friday. And this was when they were still doing same day weigh-ins. So I was trying to get the 13 pounds off in like 3 days. So I go down to Bosie's. I spar Boots. Boots was like 13, bro. 13 or 14. And his big brother Farah was like, yo, don't put that sauna suit on. I was like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I gotta make weight. Like, I don't give a fuck what young boy do. Like, if he gonna get, like, I was like, I know young boy can fight, but like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm trying to get this weight off. When I say this little motherfucker was so fast, I just felt like, I'm like, yo, I'm just on defense right now. Like, but I ain't give a fuck because I had to get the 13 pounds off. So I ain't give a fuck. So I'm in there sparring that motherfucker. I got my hands up. I'm catching shit. I'm rolling shit. But he was a kid. So it wasn't like he was hurting me with the shots. But it was like, the motherfucker was just fast as shit. I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. So then when I got out the ring, I remember back then, I got out the ring. I say, yo, I'm gonna beat your ass one day. I'm gonna come back and get you. So he was like, all right. You know what I mean? But I ain't get to spar Boots till fucking 2 years ago. So we talking about fast forward like 12 years, 11 years. Fast forward 11 years. One day I'm just like, fuck, I'm getting in the ring. Real shit, I was just on defense, bro. I was like, fuck it. I just need to move around and get the weight off. So one day I come in the gym, I'm like, fuck, I want some work. So Bo was like, shit, Boots sparring everybody. So go ahead, get some rounds with Boots. So I get in there with Boots. And it's like, I think in my mind, cause I'm watching everybody sparring, I'm like, all right, I gotta watch this motherfucker. But that was, to me, it was like, that was kind of the mistake, trying to watch him so much because he was doing too much. And I'm like, yo, this shit. Like one time he fainted at me and I fainted. I'm like, oh shit. Fainted hard as shit. I'm like, oh shit. But he ain't throw nothing. So I'm like, oh, that was some nut shit. So I remember, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna catch him with some shit. But it's like trying to pick up his timing. The motherfucker fast, man. Trying to pick up his timing is hard. trying to pick up his timing. But at the same time, it's like, I ain't no bitch, and I'm game. So I'm like, come on, all right. So I loosened up in the first round. But one thing I noticed about Boots, he make you move faster than you anticipating on moving. So it's like it was making me burn energy. Like, because I'm trying to be on my shit. I'm trying to stay slick, but at the same time, I'm trying to stay on point so I can go ahead and get my shots in there. So then I remember the second round I loosened up a little bit, and he started trying to get inside more. So I'm like, all right, this is my shot. So one time he jabbed. I remember he jabbed. I slipped in between the jab, boom, and I landed a little something. But it wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't a crazy shot. But he was like, oh shit, good shot, G. So then the motherfucker started picking it up. So I'm like, oh shit, like this motherfucker throwing that shit all over the place. But it was just, I don't know. It was like the speed. It's just that speed, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that speed crazy. But this me in my 30s. You know what I mean? This me fat. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always said though I want to get in shape and box that motherfucker. Like I want to get in shape and get a good 6 in with him. If I get in shape and get a good 6 in with him, then I don't think nobody fucking with me. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. If I can get in there with a good 6 and get it popping, you know what I mean? When we get it back at 54, what boys gonna say? What you talking about, Charles? Memphis in this joint. What's popping? Who the best heavyweight of all time to you? All time, the best heavyweight gonna always be Muhammad Ali to me. He was just a great individual. Great fighter, great individual. You know what I mean? He believed in himself. I never seen nobody believe in himself like that. Ali really had self-belief, like self-confidence that was like through the roof. You feel me? Charles 147 or 154 boost not beating Bud. What weight you gonna fight at, G, if you decide to come back? I don't know. Who's the hardest puncher you ever sparred? I told y'all it was a motherfucker named Jaron Smith. Jaron Smith, the hardest puncher I ever sparred. Who would you describe? How would you describe your boxing style? I don't know. I'm slippery. I say that. I'm slippery. You know what I mean? Trying to box me is like trying to hold on to like a bag of water that got oil over it, like baby oil all over it. So you trying to hold on to a bag of water with baby oil on it. That's what it's like trying to box me. I'm just slippery. So G, you was hurt when Roy Jones beat James Toney. I wasn't hurt because I knew Roy was better than, I knew Roy just had too much for him. I knew Roy, and it wasn't like he had way better skills. It's just his ability was way better. Yo, bam, stop that. Best Philly heavyweight after Smoking Joe? Probably my man with the crazy. You're an entertaining fighter too. I mean, you wanted me to, I mean, that's a pause because I said I'm slippery? All right, my bad. I'm slick. My bad. My man paused me out. Yo, G, what you think about Mayweather saying Earl should be fighting at 60? I mean, that's just his opinion. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I never been in the ring with Earl Smith, so I don't know. Mayweather been in the ring with him. Yo, G, what you think about it, man? I think he probably saying that. Yeah, B.Y. Jennings. I wanted to say my man though. What's his name, bro? I be slipping. My brain be slipping, bro. All right, my bad. Y'all on my head about that. About me saying slippery. My bad, I'm slick. I got a slick style. My bad. What's my man name, bro? Knockout artist. Does bench pressing have to do anything with puncher power? No. You can develop strength. You can't develop power. A lot of people don't know it's a difference. People think it's the same thing. It's really not. Strength and puncher power is two different things. Malik Scott, BY. No, my man had a crazy, what's my man name? He was signed to Don King. I'm trying to think his name. His son was fighting too. Julian the Hawk Jackson, is leg strength or arm strength more important? I think both. Shit, you need both. But I think the legs, if you got strong legs, you can make a lot happen. But you gotta have good footwork too. And your footwork don't have to be spectacular, but if you got good basic, no, not Tyrell Biggs. Dylan White, not Jimmy Young. I'm talking about my man. He hit you with the crazy overhand. Damn, Tim Witherspoon. That's his name. David Tua, Tommy Morrison. All right, I'm gonna go David Tua all the time. Shakur versus NUA. Who you got? Oh man, that'll be crazy. That's a crazy matchmake right there. How much do you charge for personal training sessions? You mean like one-on-one, like nobody around or nobody, me not paying attention to nobody else? Like that? Personal training, that's like $500 for the hour. Hey, bro, cause I get crazy, bro. If you got my full undivided attention, what? Bro, I start snapping, I'll be going crazy. That's like $500 for the hour. Bert Cooper was a gangster. Who you think Tua would have KO'd Wilder because? You think Tua would have KO'd Wilder because he can't control distance? I mean, he would have got in there. David Tua would have got in there. But I don't know. Wilder just dealing with a different type of power, man. That shit is insane. Lamont Peterson and Broner in their primes, that's a great fight. But that's two different weight classes. Lamont Peterson in his prime is at what? 40. Broner in his prime is at 30. 30, 35. I mean, it's close in weight, but Broner just was different, man. I ain't gonna lie. Lamont get the job done, though. I ain't gonna sleep on Lamont. Lamont definitely get the job done. Lamont, he didn't come with all the flash and shit, but the hard work and all that was there. B.Y. Jennings versus Holyfield be a great fight, especially B.Y. on his shit. The OG, you think Tank pissed off about Mayweather training Shakur? I don't know, man. What I'm learning about these young dudes, man, they take a lot of shit personal right away. Jordan White versus Chris Colbert. Jordan White is not playing no games right now. Chris Colbert doing a lot of playing, so I don't know. Smoking Joe from South Carolina. Yeah, but he Philly for sure. Prime Lennox versus Wilder. I gotta still go with Wilder. I like Lennox, and he definitely was one of my favorite heavyweights, but Wilder is crazy, bro. Y'all gotta understand, he's crazy. He can hit you by accident, and that shit gonna be over. I ain't gonna lie. Shit's gonna be over. Forever. Forever. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the time y'all have spent with me this evening. You know what I mean? I'm a little winded. I'm a little tired. It's almost that time. I got to catch that shutout. I got to get up early in the morning, get busy. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Get with me. Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram. Greg Hackett 215 on X. Greg Hackett on Facebook. Hit me the fuck up. You want to talk, we can talk. You want to rap, we can rap. Get with me. Your grandmother's favorite. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.